Welcome everyone to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Zips will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the Michigan State Spartans return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense has a second down play. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry up. He's looking to throw. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the Akron Zips offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass, it's Hart. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Akron.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white, and find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Give to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Offense, quick tempo. Third down play from the gun. Coming after it. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Feeling some heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Hart. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 30. He's off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Down, Michigan State. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll go to the ground, continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Hart. They get to him as he throws. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes the easy one to the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give is to Smith. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's caught. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turns it on in midfield. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. The Zips with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Hart. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Zips look to keep this drive humming. Going up top on first down. Gets away from one. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Zips have pushed it inside the 20. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's going to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's fouled. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, that it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Hart. And that pass is intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And that will go backwards, a negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Here's the handoff. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Spartans will punt this one away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So guys, we'll see this offense again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Hart. The throw. He finds his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hale.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Hernandez. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Infocision Stadium.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Hart. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They picked up a couple of 1st downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Pulls it in. It's Hernandez. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. The give to the tailback. The Zips get it past the sticks.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Into the house. Touchdown, Zips. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to throw. It's Hart. Quarterback moving. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
To the ground with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hernandez. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Hale. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Smith takes the handoff. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, looking again to throw. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't get...
Touchdown, Akron! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Spartans want to crank the tempo.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Using his legs, it's Vaughn. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. That pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
26, Michigan State, 10.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Back to pass, it's Hart. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Try to get it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. The Zips get enough for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes his man miss. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He looks that one in nicely. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Back to throw, it's Hart. Touchdown, Zips! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. And the quick shuffle pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tosses it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
Oh, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into cover. and they stamp this game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the lone running back. And he makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. After the run, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. The Zips are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Makes the grab. They get him down after he makes the catch. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset.
Touchdown, Zips! And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
7, Michigan State 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.